you know, they will talk to you about something. An apology given or accepted. Hello, 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 dear Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing your reading. It's interesting, actually, when I'm recording this video, we have a very interesting energy of Venus being, what's so called in astrology, burned out by the sun. And Venus is planet of love. So I think there is going to be a very interesting transformation and very interesting, maybe even spiritual elevation of energy when it comes to matters of love in the next week or so. This video is not time specific unless I'm going to put it in the title. Usually when there is specific time, I put it in the title. So watch this whenever you see this, again, unless I will see something in the course of this reading. Of course, this energy is the most potent for October. And yeah, anyway, let's get started, guys. I'm seeing on my clock 12:22, so 2222. Almost 4 twos. Watch this video if you are Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Give this video a big thumbs up as well. Let's get started. Let's jump right into this. All the information about everything is in the description box. Wow, it's less than a minute and I already, shared everything. Private reading information, anything else is in the description box if it's available. Let's see. What are my Scorpios dealing with when it comes to love? As this Venus and Sun are joined together, as Venus is right now being burned out by the sun, it's also becoming invisible, which some people say is not good. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think visibility of planets doesn't just mean good, bad. I think it's deeper than that. So, but anyway, we have Venus invisible, we have Mercury that just became visible. On the other hand, we also have, we're gonna have Venus and Sun very close together for the entire month of pretty much since the middle of October all the way till the beginning of November. First in Libra, which is the energy that Venus rules, and then in Scorpio, in your sign. So I really think there is a lot gonna be happening when it comes to love. Let's see what it is. Oh my god, the cards don't want to come out. Ooh. First card flying out, actually 2 cards. We have 7 of Wands wants to show up reversed, and the Empress. Now again, I did not yet pull the cards, so I do feel like when it comes to resistance in matters of love with the Empress, expect an improvement of that. If there's been some kind of resistance, I feel like this resistance is going to become at the very least less. Okay, let's see. Let's pull some cards. Okay, we have a 9 of Cups. So what I feel right away is that expect a wish of yours. If you're like wishing for something, if you're praying for something, if you're manifesting something, if you're meditating on something, whatever that is, expect that your wish is going to be very likely for a lot of you granted. Because here with the 9 of Cups, there is something where you get what you wanted. Something that you want, something that you're wishing, I feel like upon the stars, something that you're hoping for is going to turn out the way you want to. We have here the Moon. It could be something connected with the energy of the full moon. Now we're about to have full moon in Aries in a few days, October 9, I believe. So there's something here, October 9, October 10, that could come to clarity. Maybe this is this wish is going to be granted, fulfilled, right, by the energy of the full moon. And again, full moon doesn't have to be just that day. It could be 2 weeks after the full moon as well, because energy of full moon is kind of like it's until the next cycle, it's until the next new moon. We have here Wheel of Fortune. There's something here when it comes to big changes. Like there is a big change, I feel like, in your life. There is a very big transformation, which of course Scorpio reading, if you don't say, I propose this, if a reader doesn't say word transformation in Scorpio reading, like can we like get automatic, I don't know, like can we get I don't know, can we get like a bonus payment or something? I'm just kidding. But like it's always transformation in every Scorpio reading. But here with the Wheel of Fortune, which is also number 10, which is the month of October, I do feel like there is a big change that's taking place in your life right now. You might yourself right now not even understand where you are when it comes to this change, what side of the change, like has like the change happened yet? Are you still working through the change? Are you on the other side yet of that change? There's something like that where there's a very transformative process. I feel like there's new partnerships, new jobs, new careers, new path in general, new way of looking at things. But it's almost like you're still in the midst of this change. You're not quite sure on which side basically of this, wheel, so to say, you're on now. I feel like it's a change for the better, because with the 10 of Cups, again, another number 10, we're in the month of October. It has to do with improvement of all things related to personal matters, especially family, home, romantic matters, children, things like this. So if, let's say, you had disagreement with your partner, I feel like it could improve. If, let's say, you've had disagreements with your parents or with your children, whatever, age group you are in, like, I feel like there is a very big chance to experience love and harmony. And we have rainbow, of course, right? In the 10 of Cups, we all know rainbows usually come during or after rain. So it might have been something where there's been lack of clarity, and there's been just in general a lot of confusion. Maybe it's been raining a lot where you are, which wouldn't be surprising, right? It's October. But it's like, I'm almost getting like, you see this rainbow as sort of like a sign that things can get better again. You see here, actually, like here it's sort of like, it doesn't really look like lakes. If you look at 10 of Cups, it looks sort of like puddles a little bit. So yes, it's been raining, but I feel like things are getting better, things are looking up, you're becoming open again. We have here a 3 of Swords with the Ace of Wands. And I feel like, you know what it is, there is sometimes, sometimes you have to, sometimes even when you're happy, it's like heartache from the past could be lingering, but it's almost like here in the context of this reading, it's like it's something you're going to be actively healing, if it makes sense. So like you might become very aware, and the Empress keeps showing up at the bottom, you might become very aware just how much some of the things that you're experiencing right now don't really have to do with your current present situation, present partner, or present like just reality even, but it has to do with the past. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands, it's almost like there is this very big powerful energy that allows you to really renew things, allows you to have this new beginning. We have here High Priestess. To me here, it does not refer to secrets or anything, but I feel like it has to do here with your spiritual growth. You're going to see yourself going through very significant spiritual growth pretty soon. 8 of Wands, it could be literally you having new perspective, you receiving a completely different a completely different view of yourself, of the way world works, of the way things are, like letting go of negativity, purging your negativity, I feel like, which might have already happened, and now it's almost like you're giving yourself a second chance on something. We have here 9 of Wands with a Hanged Man. I feel like, for you it's important to be patient with yourself, because it's like it's not an overnight process. I feel like basically whoever I'm connecting with here has to go, or is going through a very big cleansing process, which makes a lot of sense, because whenever we have so many planets in Libra, as we are having them now, Sun in Libra, we have Venus in Libra, so it's like whenever we have so many planets in Libra, plus we have Mars in the 8th house for Scorpios and Gemini, this naturally refers to closures, to endings, but in a way of like where you're letting go of things, you're purging things. This could be your 12th house, quite literally. Death, look at this, Hangman to Death. You understand that it's time to let go of pain and heartache, of things that maybe were not allowing you to live your best life, quite literally, and start time with the Knight of Pentacles to build something new, to accept. Like, I feel like for some of you, I think it showed up in some of your previous readings even as well, but when you have kind of like this imposter syndrome, or whenever you just like, you've manifested very good life for yourself. And again, Scorpio is naturally one of the signs that, usually before they manifest this fantastic life for themselves, they are going through a lot of challenges usually in life earlier on. So sometimes it could literally feel like, do I deserve to have the success that I have, the comfort that I have, when maybe, let's say, like, I know there are so many people in the world suffering, right? Or like, just for even not even about that, just even in your own life, you might sometimes be thinking like, is this really happening? This is like too good to be true. So for you, getting used to basically the success you manifested, because with the Star card, the universe been blessing you and you deserve it. Like, the universe has judged, literally, that you are the winner, like that you deserve to win. For some of you, it's been years in the making. But it's like, know that whatever blessings you have, you don't have to overthink them. You don't have to second guess them, because you've earned them. It's like, like it's been something that you manifested. Like, the universe has basically granted your wishes, and it's okay for you to trust that. Because if you don't trust it, I feel like that's when you enter in self-sabotage. Now let's look at the energy of love, you and your current partner, you and whoever you're dealing with. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. We have here for your first cup, Four of Cups. We have Judgment. We have Ten of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have Nine of Cups, and we have Eight of Wands. Wow, interesting. Let's look. Let me move this card. Sorry. Frames are always tricky. Yep. All right. So let's look second row. Your person. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Some of the changes you're going through could have to do with your person you're connecting with. I feel like they could have very spiritual influence in your life. Ouch. Okay, a lot of cards jumping out. Let's reshuffle. Ooh. Your person has a lot of major arcana. Knight of Cups. I feel like overall energy between you and your person is healing, forgiving, mixing energy, like learning each other's love languages, healing if there's been breakup or fight or anything like this. But there is somebody here who has romantic feelings to you and who comes, I feel like, with good intentions. Now let's look at this a little bit more in detail. What I feel like is you are finding yourself yet again in a place where with the Four of Cups, you're second guessing something. So you're like, I feel like you're being offered something, but you almost like are not sure 100% do you want this. It could be that your person is like, hey, you know, maybe it was one of them situations where they needed a break or they needed some time away or they, you know, detached or anything like that happened. And, you know, it's something that different people deal with these things, I feel like, differently. If you have, let's say, abandonment wound, neglect wound or anything like this, if you in general, like most of us, I think, you know, come with a little bit of PTSD. For some people it's higher, you know, like on a spectrum, right? For some people it's lower. But for you, I feel like in general, Scorpio gets easily triggered by, you know, like any kind of violation of trust or consistency. Like I think Scorpio, because of also Taurus in the 7th house, is one of the signs that in general responds to consistency very well. So if your partner has an ability to show that, you know, they can be a good provider, that they can be very consistent, even if it's a little boring, that's fine with you, because this is like, this is where you feel more stable. But if, let's say, the consistency is broken for whatever reason, you know, maybe even reasons that don't have to do with you, maybe they have like a very big issue or something like that, I feel like Scorpio would rather share the pain of their partner. Like, let's just say they go in through something completely horrible, rather than give them space and let them deal with it. You would rather go and experience the pain and agony that your partner is experiencing than have this detached thing. That's the whole kind of like understanding, I think, of Scorpio energy also, and of like the 8th house energy, where this complete merger happens. You're like, you know, like I think, you know, what is it, like wedding vows or something? Like whoever wrote like in sickness and health, you know, and for good, for better or worse, I think honestly that person was a Scorpio, right? And in a way, like consummation of marriage as well usually is 8th house. Like 7th house is the contract, 8th house is when you actually, like, you know, consummate it, right? So like I think whoever I don't know who wrote, like I don't have like Google right now to research it, but I think whoever wrote like the actual wedding vows, modern wedding vows, about like, you know, the whole in sickness, health, and in poverty or riches or whatever, must have been a Scorpio, because like this is literally what I feel like when Scorpio is truly in love, that's what we are like. We don't care what issues you're dealing with. We don't care how good or bad things are. We love you. We want to share everything with you, rather than detach. And I feel like you might have been in a situation where a person was dealing with a lot of things and they needed space for themselves or whatever, and that made you really question things, that made you really doubt things. You're almost like, how can I trust that you're gonna come towards me right now with this offer or with this love, when I already know how easy for you it's to just detach? And it's not even about leaving, because I don't feel like for all of you, you had a situation where a person left. I don't really think that that's what happened for most of you. Sorry, 1 second, just need my coffee. Like, I don't feel like for majority of you, a person actually left, but the whole idea, like even if they're in the same room with you, but like they just detach and you suddenly like don't recognize the energy that they give to you anymore. kind of you seeing how easy maybe it is for them, that they're capable of that, makes you question the bond, makes you question the relationship. So now I feel like when they are coming, and I feel like they are coming with good intentions, temperance, they're coming, oh, there's Ace of Pentacles here, like after a fight, maybe even like after a fight, they're coming with this Ace of Pentacles, with this like temperance energy to heal things, to offer something to you. But there's a part of you that's like questioning, like, do they really mean it? Why did they have to have that separation? Why did they have to have that break? Like will they again do this to me? There's this kind of thing. So I feel like it's okay for you to take some time when this person is offering you something, like to see where you stand. It's not about yes or no, it's about you really needing to check with yourself. Because see, the thing is, I feel like sometimes what Scorpios do, it's my personal observation, is that like we rush into things, we don't even realize how uncomfortable we are with sometimes pace of relationships or certain things we experience in a relationship. But because we want that close merger, and again, in sickness, right, in health, and you know, for better or worse, right, Scorpios are like this not from marriage, Scorpios are like this from day one. If we like you, like, it's like, give it a big thumbs up, you know, if you guys resonated with this, because I wonder, like, I talk to my Scorpio friends, like ask them, they're like, yeah, it really resonates. So I don't know, maybe it doesn't resonate with you guys, but like, you know, it's one of those things where we do so much things for someone, right? And like we forget actually if we like something or not, that at some point we start acting up and suspecting things, not even because another person necessarily done something wrong, but because we ourselves scared ourselves, and we didn't realize even how fast we went for something, maybe, or how deep, you know, things got. And so I feel like for you it's important to actually ask yourself, are you okay with this? How you feel about this, you know? Because I feel like if you don't, whatever decision you make later on, you're gonna come back to it like, I took you back and whatever, you know. So there's something here you really need to reach an important conclusion about. And with the Judgment card, I also feel like for a lot of you there is a second chance. I actually never read Judgment as a card of coming back, you know, like to me Judgment is more a spiritual card, but here I just do feel like it's a second chance. It's almost like things might have like ended with someone, but you are wondering whether in this case actually it is worth giving something a second chance. Why? Because I feel like a person feels very hopeful, and maybe some of this hope is transferred to you. You're like, hey, you know, maybe this is not as bad as I thought. And with the Ten of Swords though, I do feel like, I'm going to clarify this in a second, I do feel like there is something though that is ended and is not coming back. So I'm not sure what it is. Show me what is Ten of Swords doing here. Seven of Pentacles. I don't know. It's something you've been waiting for, but I don't feel like it's this relationship, because obviously a person is coming. The war, some kind of stuff you've been waiting on, some kind of cycle that's just closed. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest, but it's like, it's just, that's maybe the only message you need to hear. Some kind of cycle is closed. And with the High Priestess, I feel like for you right now, it is important to understand that where you are spiritually, not every person is spiritually. Understanding that everyone has different perspective, being respectful of people's differences too, being maybe friendly even to people like you don't necessarily agree about everything with, you know, that's kind of like human decency and stuff. And with the High Priestess, I feel like for you there's going to be a deepening of your spiritual journey. Nine of Cups to the Eight of Wands, I do think once again you are going to be happy with the choice you make, and things are going to really pick up for you. So I feel like there's doubts, there's questions, but it's like it's all good, you know, it all resolves. Now, who are you connecting with? With the Wheel of Fortune to the Star, this person might have very spiritual energy about them at the moment. Now, it doesn't have to do necessarily just with them or just with you. I feel like in general this person is at the turning point in their life where they are going through some kind of spiritual renewal. Maybe even this connection with you feels like a second chance to them of some sort. So maybe there was someone who loved somebody, maybe been married before, maybe had a very deep relationship with someone, and there was always a part of them that never felt like they could feel that again, like, or experiencing anything similar again. And I feel like with you, they are experiencing almost like a feeling like there could be a second chance in life. I also feel like if you're rejecting them, that also makes them understand something too. Maybe they are very scared that they also missing the chance with you. Let me clarify this actually. Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Let's clarify this energy. Page of Swords, yeah, something about your communication, yeah, and something about how things are turning around very fast. We have 2 Eight of Wands. Worries as well. Worries, what if the wish is not going to come true? I feel like it's on their end. Now, Ace of Swords, they are someone who is shining the light on what is hurting you. I feel like they are the end of your troubles, like literally. If there has been, let's say you have an ex or somebody, like, you know, we'll have the one that's got away. I think more Scorpios probably do. And deep down, there was always this part of you that's been wondering, oh, maybe one day me and this person are going to find each other again or whatever. I feel like for whatever reason, meeting this person, you realize that no, this was it, and maybe this is like a new also beginning for you. Ace of Swords, they want to be clear with you, and they want to discuss also what are the things that are hurting you, what are the things that are troubling you. Page of Cups, they have interest in your spiritual maybe interests. They are also very interested in you because you are spiritual. There's something about the energy of forgiveness here. The Moon to the Nine of Cups, the Moon on their end. They could be very deeply attuned to what you like, to what you're happy, but they might have trouble expressing what makes them happy. Let me clarify this too. Like, this is the kind of person who might be very attuned to the needs of others, but sometimes might neglect their own. Kind of like the Moon, the mother, right? Like most mothers are very like, oh, okay, what my child wants, what my partner wants, whatever. But like, what do I want, right? And this person has that, so I don't know. just saying. The Chariot. Page of, oh yeah, and they're learning to express what their wishes are, what their plans are. Because look at this Page of Cups twice. But it comes out sometimes in a bit of a mature way. It's hard for them maybe speaking about some stuff. Maybe they feel shy, I don't know. King of Cups, this person does have feelings. Tower, didn't expect maybe this, but got very deep into something, but also feel overwhelmed, but also feel happy at the same time. Very interesting. So that's what I'm seeing here. Now, what I do want to see before we're going to extend it, anything else about what is going on here? Where is this connection currently standing? Trust. This situation is calling for you to have trust. So maybe there's trust issues. Maybe you're both learning how to trust. Maybe you're not sure if this is the right situation for you. We have here attraction. There's a lot of attraction, and it's almost like it's important for you to live in the moment here very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. True love. This could be true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So it's very interesting. Now, what are the things that I want to clarify here? Let's see. Because this is a very interesting reading. There's a lot going on here. What do we want to clarify? We're going to be using, this is, hold on, is this Astro Tarot? Yeah, this is Astro Tarot. So we're going to be using Astro Tarot to clarify things. So I want to clarify, honestly, you know what we'll do in this reading? We'll clarify every single card, because this I feel like is very significant. So Four of Cups, what are your, you know, what's going on? Why are you hesitant about something? 1, 2, 3, 4. Your person has realized here something with with the Wheel of Fortune. They go through a big change. Let's see what it's about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, with the Judgment card over here, second chances. What will it be like if you give something here a second chance? Take 6 cards. Okay, whatever amount of cards. Said 6, but whatever. Now, with the Star card, this person is bringing something into your life. I feel like it could be a wish fulfillment. Let's see if they are indeed the wish fulfillment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to clarify just by one card. What is this energy? Ace of Swords to the Ten of Swords between the two of you. What is it they are so scared to speak about with the Moon? I feel like, honestly, it's not any kind of secrets necessarily. It's just more like their own needs. They're sometimes scared to express them. And what is going to be, what wish is going to be coming true soon here? Everything about their feelings. Anyway, link to the extended is going to be down below. Look at this. We have 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. So anyway, guys, see you in the extended. We'll clarify this and hopefully more. Love you all. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. See you next time. Bye.